Good morning. Good morning. This is Rachel with Rachel's Truth. And I just wanted to come on real quick and talk about something that I was thinking about the other day, which has to do with protecting your children. So I went to Georgia for a few days to visit a friend for her birthday and, enjoy some festivities. And I was going to bring my son because my husband, he's usually on the road. So I always have to, figure out childcare and stuff like that. So I was going to have him stay with a family member while I was over at the Airbnb. And it's always hard for me to have him stay somewhere overnight. I think he's only spent the night overnight with one other person. So yeah. So the thing I wanted to talk about is I was having some issues because I didn't end up having childcare with that family member, which was fine. So then I had to figure things out. I wasn't going to go because I didn't want to just bring him anywhere. You know what I mean? I didn't want to bring him anywhere, and I didn't even have a lot of options. I don't like to put burden on people, and plus, I don't really feel comfortable with him spending the night out at all. So I was actually kind of pushing myself to do this, to step out of my comfort zone, to get out of my box and do something for myself. But in that, it would include relying on someone, trusting someone to keep my child. So thankfully, my husband came off the road and he was able to keep him. But I'm saying all this to say, and the reason that I decided to do this video is because we have to protect our children. You don't want to just leave them anywhere, and if I had my way, it wouldn't even be outside of me and my husband. Though that's who I trust. His parents. No one else is going to look after your child the way you're going to. You don't know who's around. You don't know people's intentions. It could be family or not. You just never know, And with my childhood and the things that I've gone through, it puts me in a position to think about those things even more so than the normal person, because I was molested as a child and as a preteen, and with the rape and everything, but more so we're focusing on molestation, right? So you have family members, you have people who become family members, god brothers and whatever, sisters or what have you. You have aunts and uncles and so many people who have gone through their own trauma, their own molestation. They then take what happened to them, and some people end up molesting others because of what happened to them. So it's what they know, and that's what they do because it happened to them. Now they're doing it to someone else, and then there's a cycle. So we need to break those cycles, right? If you know you have a child who's been molested, you need to be constantly, checking in on them, getting them the counseling that they need, because it starts at a young age. You have other young kids touching other kids and inappropriately at a very, very young age. And I experienced that as well with, people who were either my age or a little below, who just touchy-feely, you're having a sleepover, touchy-feely, they're touching because something happened to them, right? So it doesn't always have to necessarily be that way where you have to continue this cycle. It can be broken. I'm a witness. So I think it's important to really get this dialogue out there and for people to understand that we have to protect our children. So this cycle isn't continuously repeated, so that's where I was going with, not wanting my child to just spend the night anywhere, because I don't want anything to happen to him. I don't want anything to happen that will affect his future, or just life in general and how he copes with life. And I just want him to be productive, you know what I mean? And I feel like it is my job to protect him. So that's what I'm doing. I mean, you can't prevent everything from happening. Things have to happen, different experience. But at a young age, and him being so fragile, I have to advocate for him. That's my job until he's able to think and do things for himself. That's my job. I have to protect him, right? So a lot of people may think, oh, you're being over whatever, blah, blah, blah. No. Mm-mm. I know what I went through. I know that it's not something I want to happen to my children. So yeah, I have to be this way, and everyone should be sort of this way, and I just don't trust people. I'm not going to trust you with my child. I'm just not. I would have to really, really, really know you have to be family. That's just what it is. So guys, please protect your children. Please protect your children. Please. Boundaries. Teach them boundaries. Very important. Your kids need to know boundaries at a very early age, and continue to teach them boundaries, so that when they get into situations as they mature, they'll be able to make the appropriate decisions based off of their boundaries and what they will accept and not accept, who they will let into their space, and how to deal with the opposite sex. Sitting on laps is a no-no, right? Undressing in front of each other is a no-no, right? So, you just have to, we have to teach our children, that, we really, really, really do. And we have to be an example, and just continue to educate them, continue to show them, be living and walking examples in everything that we do, because they're watching, right? So, and there's one thing I want to share with you. So when I was away, my friend had her son there, and he was sleeping in the bed, and they were like, oh, you can get in the bed, it's a king size bed, he's in it. And my response was, I'm not sleeping in the bed with someone else's child. Not that, it's anything with me, but in my mind, I feel that it's inappropriate, right? You have a grown woman sleeping in a bed with, I'm sorry, I might get his age wrong. He may be like 11. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. This is nighttime. This is boundaries, very, very important. No, we're teaching them that that's not okay. He's still young. He's still impressionable. And I'm pretty sure that he's attracted to the opposite sex, right? They're looking. Now, why would I get in the bed with an 11-year-old? That is not my child. You have to think about those things. Very important. Very important. A lot of people are very nonchalant about those things, but it's serious. It's real out here. And then you wonder who's having sex with these kids that are 10 years old. You hear stories of these 10-year-olds losing their virginity to older women, right? So we have to be mindful. I wouldn't do it because I don't feel comfortable doing that. And I feel it's inappropriate, and it's a teaching and learning moment. So I just wanted to put that out there, that we just have to be mindful. We have to protect our children at any means necessary. Okay, guys. I know I look like a hot mess. I'm tired. I'm about to go see a couple more patients. This is Rachel's Truth. If you haven't subscribed, leave a comment. Share this video, like this video. Let me know what you think. What are your thoughts? Are you leaving your children with just anybody? What are your thoughts? Do you think that I overreact? Let's start a dialogue. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Hope to talk to you soon. I want to do a video on the last snowfall. I haven't had a lot of time, but I'm going to do it. All right, guys. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good day.